Good morning, world. How are we doing? I'm going to go this way a little bit more. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to the Paint with Pete studio. Welcome to another Wednesday. So, as it's Wednesday, as it has been for all of 2021, it is lettering day. Every Wednesday is lettering. So, the new week for the Paint with Pete structure goes Monday is Doodle Day, Tuesday is Colour. Love me some colour. Yesterday's was amazing. I'll show you that in a second. Wednesday is lettering. We'll work on our bubble fonts. We'll probably create a sign. I do want to make a poster today. Tomorrow is portraits. So I'll say it now. If anyone's got any famous faces that they want to see me draw in the Paint with Pete studios, please tag me, write them down. You know, send a pigeon to me, whatever you want. Send a letter if you want. Wow, I'd love to get a letter with just one name on it. That'll be fantastic. But yeah, please, if you've got any famous faces in your head or that you want us to draw together in the Paint with Pete's, I'll draw it. You can draw whoever that is as well. Please think of a name, put it in the comments, put it on a Facebook post or an Instagram post of mine. It doesn't matter. Give us a shout out. Think of a famous person. Let me know. We've done quite a few of those already. I mean, I can't remember. It's probably about 10 weeks in, I think. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably about 8 or 9 weeks in. So we should have 8 or 9 portraits. I'll count them for tomorrow, so I'll know exactly. So yeah, let's just 2 seconds. So yeah, that's tomorrow. I need some famous faces for tomorrow. Today is, I was going to say lyric day. We're going down a little bit of a lyric-based idea today for the lettering in the studio. I want to draw a poster for a friend of mine. It will be lyrics taken from one of the records that I have with this person. If you know Dead Kings Hip Hop, I also MC, so I do. I say that with a smile on my face because I absolutely love it. I might not be very good just yet, but we're getting there. So I've worked with a number of different, hip hop, absolute, legends in Manchester. It's an absolute honour to work with some of the independent companies, businesses, brands, rappers, singers, MCs in Manchester, let alone England. So shouts to Cheech, shouts to the Blundskins, shouts to Ape Coat, shouts to the Mouse Outfit, shouts to Blizzard, shouts to Loose Synergy, loads and loads of different shouts. Shouts to Leaf Dog. All these people have, I've worked with Leaf Dog from 4Ls, just for the record. So I've worked with all these people. They're amazing. There's a huge energy for hip hop in Manchester, and obviously in me. I'm a big hip hop head. So it was really easy to kind of meld or mold into a bit more of a rapper. Obviously, again, I love writing as much as I love drawing. So having an expressive outlet for that, for the rapping, for the rhyming, for the poetry, was just really good. So obviously I've got to shout out Mr. Chris Seymour and the Golden Egg crew as well. There's some more hints of the dedication. It's a secret dedication this week. I'm trying to give hints. There's some massive hints just then and yesterday. So I'm going to take some lyrics from myself and the Dead Kings. I'm trying to be covert just in case they're watching. I'm going to make a poster taking a lyric from one of the hooks or choruses that we've got in the Dead Kings. And then I also need some suggestion of lyric. So I want to do 2 posters. I'm going to do one actual poster that I want to be a final poster, and then I'm going to make a sign. But I need some lyrics. So this is where you guys come in. I have, an encyclopedia of bars and lyrics and songs and phrases in my head. But I'd love to make a phrase that is designed and given by the Paint with Pete audience. So we'll get some tunes on in a minute. Let's just sort my Mac out while we're doing this. There we go. Okay, let's get some tunes on as well. There we go. Lovely. All right. Shouts to Manco for this. Again, another hip hop legend. Absolutely amazing work, bro. Thank you for the beat. I don't have my herring pencil today. He's upstairs. So I've got my old yellow and black Stedler, old school. I've also got my ruler today. I'm just going to sharpen my pencil just so I've got a definite line. There we go. Okay, so let's get you guys up there. Okay, so good morning everybody. Hi. Please, if you are new to the Paint with Peas, just grab yourself a pencil and a pen and a couple of bits of paper, and we're going to get started in about a minute. So I've got my ruler, I've got a pencil, and I've got two big bits of A2. I'm going to start with my lyrics. So I'm going to start on the lyric poster. I'll measure up, so I'll show you exactly how I would approach this. I do, again, simply from practicing, you'll kind of build yourself a natural, what's the word I'm looking for? A natural kind of dimension and kind of, that's not the right word, a structure. Basically what I'm trying to say is when you approach a page, I know that I can pretty much draw straight away because I've looked at A2 and A3 and A4, they're all the same ratios, they're just bigger versions of that same ratio. So this is A2. Everybody has forever seen A4 from school and printing and books and whatever, and A5 for cards and all that sort of stuff. A0 or B1 are the big posters that you see on ad shelves. So there's loads of different types of paper. The A sizes are all the same, so simply from learning where the middle of an A4 is from my eye, being able to measure straight away, I can pretty much guess that that's the middle of that A2. It's from sheer, I'm just going to put a mark in there. I think that's probably a little bit high, but I'm going to stay there. That's my, I think it was a little bit low. I'm going to move that lower. Okay, so that bottom X is where I think the middle of the page is. I want to test myself with that. Excuse my collar. I want to test that, so I'm going to measure the page so I've got an exact middle on both of these pages. Obviously they're the same size, so I can put those middle lines in. So one of them is going to be my lyric that I'm going to use as a poster. So this is going to stay as a poster, we're not going to cut it out. I might add some bits and bobs and sign it so it's got a real poster aesthetic. Obviously we'll frame that on Friday. But then on this one, I want to make our usual little bubble nameplates. Good morning, Mrs. Barton. So, like the Rocket R, I want to make a lyric nameplate. Alright, so we're going to do a full page of writing, cut it out, but I need some lyrics. So, if anyone's got any favourite lyrics, meaningful and preferably, reflective of the time maybe, something positive, let's do something positive. I instantly, if I think of positive music, I literally directly go to Bob Marley. But you can choose anybody, so think of your famous musician, singer-songwriter, and I'll be drawing those lyrics. Whatever you choose, I'll have a look through some of the comments. Maybe pick one. I might just do one of mine as well, or like with something I've chosen. In fact, I might just do a Bob Marley lyric. I love Don't Worry, Be Happy. It's such an easy kind of direct message to everybody. And I think it speaks to everybody. Don't worry, be happy. Happiness is always, better for you than worrying. Simple as that. I love that sentiment. I'm just thinking of other lyrics and just seeing, and literally again, simply from talking about measuring, my head is automatically imagining me measuring the page up and seeing where that lettering can go, and then almost visualizing what it's going to look like. All right. A little bit more of a skill set if you are not used to doing that sort of thing. Just going to change. Just going to move you guys around. Okay. So we can do that. Give me some of your favourite lyrics, please, and we're going to start drawing. So I'm going to move this guy up. So this is the. I'll put him here just while we're working on that other sheet. So this is the alphabet or the font family that we've been studying and working on and bringing in these nameplates. It's the Paint with Pete font. It's the text that's based on the logo and vice versa. So if anybody is struggling a little bit with letters, please just look at this and copy them directly. All right, more than welcome. We have gone down the route of how to break each letter up into blocks, and then how to round all those off to create this really nice bubble font. So we have been practicing that for a couple of weeks. If this is your first time joining the Paint with Pete's, please have a go. It doesn't matter about the structure, and we certainly didn't spend too long on measuring the letters and being very delicate about it. We just kind of drew some blocky turned everything into blocks. So everything here, say an H is 1, 2, 3 blocks, A is 2, and then 1 going across, J similar to T, etc. Use your imagination, draw some fonts. I'm just going to grab my rubber for when I'm ready to. Okay, so I want to see how accurate I am at guessing the middle of my page. I kind of, you know, I like the fact that I've got this kind of natural measuring in my head, but I want to see how accurate I am. Let's find out. So, to find the middle, we need to draw across. We need to measure across the page. That's 42 centimeters. So 21. That's not that far away. I give myself that centimeter. And then we measure the whole page as well. Should be about 51. Oh, no, 59, my bad. So that's 59.5, so half of 59.5, anybody? Half of 60 is 30, so I'm going to go 29.25. So let's get that top again, 29.25. Is that right? Yeah, just about. Yep, okay. So there's mine on top and there's the bottom one. It wasn't that far out, but there we have the middle of our page. I'm going to remeasure that for the second piece, just so I can leave that alphabet up a little longer. But now I know where the middle is, I know where I need to go from. I've got nice clean hands. I washed my hands because I know I was going to be using pencil and pen today. So I'm going to start writing the lyrics. I might even, let's get a bit of paper. Okay, how to measure your space. I know I'm literally just counting the letters in my head for the sentence that I'm going to write. So this is a lyric from a chorus in a tune called I Got Your Back. Again, really nice sentiment of I've got your back, mate. I'll look after you. I'm here if you need me. So I'm going to write down the sentence roughly so we can count how many letters there are and work it out that way, okay? And it's also a nice, you know, I've got the visual in my head, but just so I've got a physical visual of how the letters, or how I want the words set up. So schools, snapbacks, there's a cat, schools and snapbacks. Okay, so the chorus, or the line that I'm going to be using, is schools ripping snapbacks, man I got your back. Okay, so this is a gift for my rhyme partner. I'm going to put him here, maybe a little bit, yeah, we can go there. Schools, there we are. So this is how I want the breakup to look. I think it's got just enough difference in it, and I've fitted all the words, so it's a nice block, so we've got this kind of natural border around everything. Nice. So let's go. I'm not too concerned about using the spirit level element of my spirit level ruler, simply because I want a bit of natural letter form in there. Sometimes it'll dip a little bit, sometimes it'll go a little bit higher. That's okay. Just grabbing some coffee. Obviously, once we've got these the letters penciled in, I can add different things to the letters to make them a little bit more customized. So say for the skulls, I can make a skull out of the U. Forgive my Nottingham accent, skull. Repping, snapbacks, we could put a cap on one of the letters. Man I got your back, I think is enough sentiment. Let's put an exclamation mark in there as well, just to make sure. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to use my spirit level ruler to put in a little border, just so we've got a definite negative area on the page, and it also gives us a nice visual to draw to and give ourselves a little bit of a border, just so we've got a nice full bit of paper with a nice natural equal border around them. Okay, so again, let's get that middle in. Again, shouts to Pro P for this beat, absolutely amazing. Okay, so I've got my border, I've got my lettering set up, so I know where the middle of everything goes. So just like this. There's 5 lines, so I need snapbacks right in the middle. So I'm going to just put snapbacks there. Divide it into 5. So we've got skulls, repping, snapbacks, man, I got your back. Nice and easy. Simple sentiment. I'm going to start drawing, alright? Lovely. Just say hello. Okay, cool, hello. So let's go. Again, breaking that border a little bit. No problemo. S. Okay, again, still using that bubble font. I absolutely love this font. I will be putting it online very soon so everybody can download it as well. Let's get that L fatter, so L, and then another S. So skulls, nice already. Again, a little bit lift in the middle, that's more than okay. So repping. Oh. So repping with an apostrophe. So again, I've taken that G off, gives us a little bit more space to play with, gets those letters a bit fatter. That's what we want. Snapbacks. So SNAP. Move them up a little bit. So snapback, slightly more letters in it, that's all right. We can just squeeze that in. I need to use my rubber. So again, the secret tool in anyone's armory is the rubber. So we just need to make those letters a little bit smaller, as the word is quite long. That's more than okay. This is an all experiment at the moment with pencils. Okay, so snapbacks. Yeah, good. Slightly better size in here. Snapbacks. So a little bit smaller because he's longer. We can compensate here and here for the space. And then man, I got you nice and big because your back is going to be quite big as well. Just move him up. Man, I got, so I might make this a little bit more interesting. I might put I got, man, I got your back. So I, and then got, again, this is an art session, not an English grammar or spelling session, all right? So man, I got your back. Brother, I have your, I have you, I've got you covered, or whatever. But let's keep that colloquialism because again it says more to the person I'm giving it to, and obviously me as well. There we go. So man, I got your, then your back. Okay, skulls, ripping, snapbacks, man, in big, I got your back, nice and big as well. And then exclamation mark, just to make sure. Okay, so there we are, that's the pencil lines. We're gonna try and customize these just a little bit. So I might put a skull somewhere. I think the obsolete water droplets is a standard. And then maybe stars. I want to keep this nice border around the edge, but again, doesn't stop us from adding a few little bits and bobs just to kind of break that border up. There we go. Just get these nice and in. B, A, C, yeah. B, A, C, yeah. Okay, cool. There you can come over. Okay, the man, I got your back. Okay, cool. So I'm going to ink that in. Lovely. Okay. So I'm going to use my medium Poscas to ink this in. Cool. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, cool. So give these guys a little bit of a shake. I should be getting my my cast order on tomorrow or Friday. So these are, I think this will be potentially, hopefully not the last day, because I love using these for the portraits. I might be able to dig some out from the archive somewhere, but for now I'm just going to use these to give them a good little shake. Okay, just testing it on a bit of paper. Okay, so this guy's better. Okay, so we're going to go with this medium. We're going to go straight in, just reviewing it really quickly. I think we're good to go. So let's go. Nice and flat, nice and slow, just so it's accurate. SK. SKU. So LL next. L. L. Again, I don't mind this little kind of graduation to the second S. Let's move up a little bit. There we go. Skulls. RE for rep, or repping. You can go down there. RE, we'll do the middle bits in a second. I like doing the, I don't know the technical term, someone wants to find out, I'd love that. And the middle of the R's and the P's. How can we do that now, just so I can show you? There you go. Little one, little one. Again, just going off that pencil line that we've already created. So we're banking that idea, these pens. Let's just see. Two seconds, just a quick pen test. Okay. So there's I going in. Is Mr. Begin? Repping, because it's an abbreviation. Little apostrophe there. Okay, and then snapbacks. SNA, and then P. Big old P. Okay, just constantly checking that spacing. BA. So A is next. C, all the way over. KS for snapbacks. Snapbacks, okay, and then man, I got you back. So I'm trying to keep it all the same width. You'll probably notice that I've slightly changed my medium pen to my fine, just because these are running out. I want a definite line on here. So I'm thinking once I get my new Poscas, my new versions of these, I can obviously reapproach the work and go back into the piece and just fatten those lines up with a brand new Posca, nice and neat. Because I'm using black, it's absolutely fine. You know, the thickness of a medium will cover that thickness, right? Sorry, comments? Wow. Aphorism. Yeah, thanks. This is where the measuring comes in a little bit. But again, I love that experimentation of just picking a word. Literally, you could just go through the dictionary, pick a word out, try and draw that. Different words with different meanings and amounts of letters. You could do one whole word on a sheet if you wanted. Loads of different ideas. Just keep trying. Thank you very much, guys. A. Man, big man. So I got up here, so I. Then got. G. O. There's T. And then you're back. So Y, here's O. U. Yeah. I was just literally thinking about my grammar. It's not UR at all, is it? I just, again, when you're drawing, you kind of lose that, like what the meaning of the word is, because I reduce all my letters to simple lines and shapes. And when you end up doing that, you kind of lose track of where you are sometimes, or you forget which tense or which way of writing the word you are writing. So I was just double checking it wasn't you are, and I've missed an E and an apostrophe out just for the spacing. But you're back, as in you're back. That's how we're doing it. Okay, so you're. Then back. B. A. Last two. C. Back. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to add some signature lines. Okay. Just checking all that. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another bit here. Cool. Star. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. I think I'm happy with that. I just realised that I should have kind of done it all in one pen rather than chopping and changing through different pens. But again, these are the perfect pen for this job. I'm just running out a little bit. You can hear them clicking around. The lighter that sound in your pen means the less ink there is. So I might have to come back to this one for Friday. You might see me doing a bit of lettering there on Friday. So once I get my new Poscas, I'm going to go over that one more time just to give it that extra thickness. Obviously I can wait for that ink to dry now, or the ink we've just put on it to dry. We're going to rub the pencil lines out. We'll see what that looks like. I think for our next trick, well, it's just gone brutal. Sorry, we've just, wow, time flies, doesn't it? Again, spending a little bit longer on these letters, on the phrases today. So if you do want 5 minutes, we'll take it now. If you want Excuse me. I need a burping for 5 minutes by the sound of things. Please take your brew time. Excuse me. So unprofessional. Excuse me. I do apologise about that. Okay, cool. Sorry, back to wow. Oh, kill me. Sorry, I've got hiccups. I'm too excited. Really bad hiccups. I'm going to go red for a minute. Okay, while we're waiting. Oh my goodness gracious. I think you're going to have to talk about yourselves for the next half an hour. Wow. Mind over matter every time. All you got to do. Didn't work. Think about it. Okay. I'm going to try and tell you before I die of hiccups. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. So I'm going to write, don't worry, be happy, after I've stopped hiccuping. Oh, wow. Excuse me. I refuse to stop the show for hiccups, right? Oh, my God. Sorry. Live video, isn't it? Wow, come on. I feel like, oh my God, I feel like I'm 8 again. This is stupid. I'm going to write don't worry, be happy on the sheet and just draw it. If I'm hiccuping the whole time, I can only apologise. I'm trying to do some techniques for my grandmother. It's not working. Wow, so I'm turning up the music and I'm drawing, alright? Have a good time. See you very soon. Oh, wow. Oh, shut up. Ridiculous. I know. Okay. Still going. Excuse me. Oh wow, excuse me. Thank you for this. I can't even talk. Thank you for the suggestions, guys. I'm sorry you get to see an adult man having hiccups. Sorry. Ridiculous, I know. Okay, don't worry, just have hiccups. So I'm just ready to ink my Don't Worry Be Happy piece in. Before that, I'm going to rub out my Dead King's piece. So I'm just taking the pencil lines out of this. Okay. Okay, so that's the rubber lines out from this piece. Already loving this as well. Because of the difference in the pens, it's only slight, but it's there. So I'm gonna wait until, yeah, I need it like this, excuse me, and I've got little bits like this, they're totally different. I want it all uniform, but that's fine, I can be neat and go over it with my new pen from Cat Art and Posca. So I can wait for them, excuse me, those pens to come before I get the final line over that. I think he's looking alright as is. Once it's all uniform and all one thickness, all one definite black, it's going to look lovely. So, next up, is our Don't Worry Be Happy piece. I've penciled him in. D-O-N-T, worry, be happy. Go for my fatter marker now. Going to take a little bit more. Excuse me, that was a double hiccup. I've never wrote on them before. Wow. So, just take a little bit more time on it and let's go. Those guys. Okay. Don't worry. B. Okay, don't worry, be happy. Just a couple of ink blobs. I think I've got rid of my hiccups actually thinking about it. Thank you, Miss Swan. Miss Swan with a double N. Thank you very much. That's really nice of you. And again, it is just practice, but a lot of pencil. All right, a lot of practice with pencils. You know, my job kind of, you know, I love the huge variety of different things that I've done and I'm doing in Obsolete. One of them is the sign writing side of things. So you've got an A board or like a menu to draw, and sometimes it actually takes longer to measure up than it does just to kind of freestyle. And sometimes, depending on the client, depending on the wording, the image, what you actually include in the piece, sometimes it looks better when it's completely freestyled, when there's a little bit of the human element, even more of the human element in there, from when it is, you know, directed and measured up. Sometimes, I mean, I really like this. It keeps catching my eye, my peripheral vision. The balance is just about right. I think I covered the eye got problem quite well. And these little negatives, like the kind of break of this line with the shapes and stuff, looks really good. It's all practice, all right? I know I might sound condescending. I've, you know, been sign writing for the past, you know, 8 years, if not a little bit longer. So yeah, it's automatically in there. And again, that I mean, to be honest, the quickest way of getting to here is, again, practice, obviously, but practice breaking those letters down into shapes and then imagining how many blocks of shape fit in that page. So instead of seeing curves and spikes and rounded bits and diagonal lines, all you're seeing is kind of blocks of square. So I know that, you know, I'll try to measure it just by looking at it, but I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's one. Each of those letters is just about the same block. Obviously, because there's more letters in the words, in certain words, those blocks and those squares become smaller. You've just got to naturally work it out. Again, practice makes perfect. I've never learned from measuring and going, okay, this letter is 3 centimeters wide. It just doesn't work like that. Some letters are bigger, like an E. The extension lines, play with your eye, play with the actual visual of the letter so it looks longer. Eyes, you know, sans serif, so without a stroke, without serif, without any feet or header or footers on the letter. The eyes are just straight down, so obviously they take up a lot less room than O would. Certainly if you're looking at Futura, like this, you can automatically see that block idea coming straight back in. So the C, or say the A and the F will be the same space. E, F, J and the L all take up the same. N and D, you know, you can see how uniform that font is. And again, sans serif, there's nothing, no eccentricities to it, no extras or extensions to the letter. So that's a sans serif font. We're kind of doing a sans serif font here because we're not adding any strokes or anything, but obviously it's a fun bubble font. I think it did. Concentrating helped me get rid of my hiccups. I think there's still 1 or 2 in there. It's so weird knowing that there's in there. But anyway, we'll move on. If I start hiccuping again, my humble apologies. Thank you for your patience. Okay. So again, just a couple more additions to our Don't Worry Be Happy poster. Just making sure those lines are all in. Okay, so he's going to be dry in about a minute, maybe a bit longer because this is a fresher pen. I'm really liking this. Again, once that's got a full going to be all right? Yes. Once that's got like a new pen line, so like this one, but like the smaller one, I should get a line. I'll show you just because you'll see it easier. So it looks, I mean, you know, to glance at, to look at, it's not too shabby at all. But I think this, as I move it closer, you will notice that the S, K, U and the L are slightly thicker because I used a different pen. Again, I had to switch that up around here. As you can see from the underlines here, I'm not scared to admit my mistakes. I didn't have to point that out, but I want to show you that, you know, everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes that is just the pen running out. Simple as that. And all you've got to do is wait for a new pen. You also get this weird kind of jagged line, just from if the pen is slightly running out of ink, the transference of ink, it's getting super technical, but the transfer of ink in the chamber to ink in the nib starts becoming weaker. So you start getting kind of, your hand might be moving really smooth, but that line is jagged in and out, is going in and out of the ink, as it were. That's a really bad way of describing it. It's got a kind of hard and then empty, full and then empty in the line, and I don't like that. I want that kind of, I want this solid line. And again, you only get that from a brand new pen. It's not even from a brand new pen. I find that I have to use it for about maybe 15 minutes to get that nib to exactly the right width, and to have that ink just constantly pouring into that nib, and just making sure that the pen's working. There we go. Okay, so all we did today was think about lyrics. Instead of making a nameplate, I decided to write one of some of my lyrics. This is a chorus from the Dead Kings, from a tune called I Got Your Back that isn't even recorded yet, so you'll see in the future right now. So skulls repping snapbacks, man, I got your back. So this is all about the Dead King's skull, which is this logo. So repping snapbacks, I'm a skull, I'm a skeleton, I paint skeletons, and we are Dead Kings. We are skeletons that wear crowns and snapbacks. So the second one, a lot more positive, and I think a lot more commercially viable as an idea, but this one's a gift. So this one is Don't Worry, Be Happy. Measured up exactly the same way. I chose a different pen because we've only got 4 words there instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we afforded ourselves a little bit more space. And obviously, you know, we want to put some happiness back in the world, so we've got a happy face in the A, and a really nice metaphor, a message from one of the most positive lights in the world, in music, in mindfulness ever. If you want to do some research today, please do some research on Bob Marley. The guy is an absolute legend. There's so much stuff that I think a lot of people just don't know about him. His love of football and his mantra and his ethos aren't just what it feels like his music is. Okay, so he, you know, lived by a very good, you know, open mantra, and you can hear it in his music. But again, it's in his belief systems and how he talks, how he holds himself in interviews, how he discusses things other than music. Much like Bruce Lee, how he describes and explains and discusses other things apart from kung fu or self-defense, or even just, you know, healthcare or whatever, you know, physical healthcare, is just fascinating. Get into the mind of these people. There is a reason why they are icons, and it's not just because of the things you know them for. I love a bit of research. Please do some research on Bob Marley. Shouts to El Capo for the t-shirt as well. It's got an obsolete skull on the back, funnily enough. So I love El Capo. I was down there on Monday. You might see some more collabs coming out for me very, very soon. Thank you very much, everybody. Stay safe, stay creative, grab a pen, and if you need to, food, fresh water, food, fresh air, and fruit. That's all you need to get yourself back to that creative head. And again, grab a pen and watch a Paint with Pete. Ciao for now. See you tomorrow for the portrait day. Don't forget to put a celebrity name in the comments. Thank you very much. Ciao.